What's up, you guys? Welcome to this week's Manga Sutra review, and in this week's video, I'm going to be doing something different. I'm not going to be talking about or reviewing a new manga. I will be talking about a manga that I previously reviewed in this series. So here's a spoiler warning. If you haven't read the ending of Ibitsu and you don't want to hear about it, here's your green light to leave the video. If you have heard about the ending of Ibitsu and you have read it and you just want to hear my reaction to it, continue on. So for those of you guys who have read Ibitsu and have seen the ending or just want to hear my reaction to it, I have a lot of things that I just want to critique on this ending that got on my nerves. The fact that Meg gets angry with Madoka. The fact that she threw acid on Madoka instead of her teacher. She knew her teacher was an asshole. She knew he was using her. She knew he was falling out of love with her. And the first thing you do is throw acid on your friend? I don't get that. You couldn't go to your friend and talk to them. You couldn't try to figure out the context of the situation that you saw. Instead, you just jumped to the first conclusion and decided, I just need to throw acid in my friend's face. Fuck her. No, I just don't understand that. And the fact that this teacher, the punishment the teacher got was not satisfying enough. He only got a slap on the wrist in a couple of years for inappropriate conduct with a student, when the fact of the matter, he did a lot worse. The damage he did was irreversible in this manga. This guy was a freaking grade A creep, and he only got a slap on the wrist in a few years. It's like winning the lottery and then you find out, nope, we ran out of money. Here's $5. No, I was expecting the big jackpot and you're only giving me $5? No. It was also disappointing that Madoka's mother was being such an ass. Yes, she gave Kakuguchi money. Yes, she continued to give him money to take care of Madoka. But the fact is, at the end of the manga, when things really got rough, when Madoka really needed Kakuguchi with her, and there for her, when they really both needed each other, her mother just interceded and just said, I don't want you and Madoka having any contact with each other. Don't you go looking for her. Nothing. And both of them knew it was kind of fishy. He kind of knew it was fishy, that Madoka wouldn't just up and leave like that. That she wouldn't just simply stop talking to him like that for no reason. And Madoka didn't like the fact that her mother lied either. It was just... But the damage was done. And that kind of got my heart sinking. But then my heart, my heart and my hopes rose when we saw that Madoka not only got out of the hospital, but she went back to Kakuguchi's old place. Then my heart sank a little because Kakuguchi moved, which was reasonable, considering there's a sex video of you online, and now people know where you live, and they're just popping up. It's just, no, I don't think anybody could deal with that type of pressure and that type of invasion of privacy. But then we see Madoka on the train. Then she sees Kakuguchi and the doll. And my hopes rise again. I'm like, yes, they're finally going to be reunited. And mind you, I've never read this author's other manga series. This was the first series that I read from this author. So for people saying tragedy is this author's, forte, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. I knew that this was going to have a tragic ending because I saw some comments, but I just didn't think it would be an up and down roller coaster like this. I thought they were going to be reunited when she saw him while she was on the train. No, she comes into contact with the former assholes from high school. She rebuffs their advances, and what do? Like true assholes, they push her into the train tracks. And then we get other people that are at the train station saying that there's an accident involving someone. And then it just goes to Kakuguchi and him putting the doll into his case and saying that me and you will be together forever. And it's just like, no, you can't do that. You can't bring my hopes up and then shoot them down and then bring them back up again. And then not even shoot them down. You kind of just crush them. You crushed them, and then you kind of grinded whatever was left of those shards into dust, and then scattered it into the wind. So I wasn't angry at this ending. I didn't feel angry 1 second of it. I just kind of felt sad. And then after that, I kind of I didn't kind of feel. I felt empty. I felt numb to it all. I felt like I shouldn't have read this manga in the first place. That I would have been able to sleep better at night knowing that this ending didn't happen. That I didn't know what type of relationship or friendship that Madoka and Kakuguchi had. That I would have been blissfully ignorant of this manga's existence and this ending's existence. And that would have been fine. I mean, when I came into this manga, I thought it was going to be this really weird, sexualized fetish and all this other weird stuff. And, Kakuguchi and Madoka's relationship blossomed into something deeper than that. I thought it was, sexualized, and it was, but it was a lot more deeper stuff behind it. It was like Madoka said, she didn't like being violated and defiled by the teacher. What she liked was the fact that after being violated and defiled, Kakuguchi could make it all better. And Kakuguchi was one of the few people, if not the only person, that truly loved Madoka. And didn't love her just for her body. He loved her for the fact that she looked even more beautiful while defiled or violated or dirty. And while I really couldn't get behind that type of stuff, and it was just, it had deeper meanings than I originally thought it had when I came into this manga. So I don't know. I don't mean in a bad way when I said that I wish I never read this manga. I mean that in a good way, because the tragic ending of this manga was so good that it leaves you numb and empty, and to the point where you kind of second guessed it. You kind of just wish that you didn't even know it existed at that point. And I think the author did a tremendous job of doing that. Would I read another of this author's manga series? Yeah, I probably would. I probably would torture myself just like that. I know it would end tragically, but I would read it anyway just because I'm a glutton for punishment at this point. This is VM. What was your impressions of this manga's ending? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you feel just as numb and empty as I did? What other tragic ending mangas have you read, and what would you recommend me reading? Bye.